So I just wanted to turn on the recorder here, show you guys a trade that I got into a little bit earlier. I went short back at 11:13.50. It's around at 11:25-26 here that I went short. It is today's Wednesday, February 23rd. In the morning here, we're just going into the afternoon session now, lunch hour time, and so on. Now I threw this trade in with 3 targets, 5 contracts. Now I've closed the first 2, and basically what I did after that was I got a stop in at break even, and I put a target in. I've been looking for a target in actually at 1300. Been looking for this move for about a week now. And we're finally getting it. So I threw my final target in at 1300. We're going to see if it's going to run and get it. All this turmoil in the Middle East this week has really helped the markets find direction, start marching. Most of them marching downward, but either way, with day trading, you can make just as much money when it's going down as you can as when it's going up. A lot of times even quicker. So we are right now sitting at 1304.50, which is about $350 on our last contract. We got in with 5 contracts. The first target was 4 ticks on 2 contracts, which gave us $100. Our second target was 6 ticks on 2 contracts, which gave us another 150. So we're at 250 in total right now. So the 337.50 that we're up 350 above that now is on top of the 250 that we've already locked in, if we were to close it now. However, we have a target in at 1301 and our stop back at 1311 right now, which we're actually just going to move up, lock in a little bit more profit there. Now hopefully this move is going to continue down through the lunch hour, because the volume tends to get a little bit lighter. I actually had no idea it was going to break down this much over lunch or going into the lunch hour. Once I got my trade into a break-even position, I actually went and took my dog for a walk. I left it in and came back about half hour, 45 minutes later, and look, oh wow, we're running right now. Pushing towards our target here at 1303.75 right now. So I'm hoping that in the next 20 minutes or hour, somewhere in there, we're going to actually fill this position, which is in at 10 points, actually just over 10 points. It's a couple ticks more than 10 points. Just pays the commissions that way on the trade, and will net us about $775 on this trade if we close that contract. So hopefully we will see that happen. We'll give it a few more minutes, kind of watch it as it goes, and if we nail it, it's going to be great, and if not, well, that's okay, because we're already up 250 on this trade in the first about 5 minutes of it. So now the rest is up to fate. Let's watch and see what happens. This is really pushing down quite well here. I'm going to move my stop up a little bit further and lock in a couple points more. We locked in 2 points on our stop now, which is $100 on that contract. We're hoping that basically it will not come up and take out our stop, that it'll continue and grab our target. And getting down this far, if it looks like it's going to run out of momentum, we could also take our target up, bring our stop in, or just close our position in order to take advantage of the majority of the profit from this move. So if we look at the chart here, basically we've got pretty strong downtrend, and even just on our last move down, we could throw in a trend line here to show that it's moving down with some good commitment. A few more minutes, hopefully we'll close this out. Basically we're going to watch these trend line areas if price would move back and break through, maybe an indicator that we could be looking at getting a short-term reversal and testing price back up. Now the sellers seem to be continuing the push as much as they can right now. We're seeing volume in and around 11,000 right now in the previous minute. So if they can continue this push down here, we're getting within a point of our target actually. Right now we're hitting 1302. We're looking for 1301. It's moving on it, getting within a couple ticks. I'm basically going to bring my stop up quite a bit more. Now we will lock in another 2 points. We'll lock in 4 points right now, which is $200 on our last contract. If we manage to move a couple ticks down again here, basically we are going to lock in 525 on our last contract. We're going to watch this chart here. If we lose the momentum, we might just close it out. And if we don't, and we move and close our target, well, I'm going to be a happy camper. This will be one of my largest profits on a single trade that I've had in my 2 years since I've been doing a full-time career. Now, not necessarily largest profit for a day, but one of the larger profits on a single trade. Come on, baby, go. Let's push through there. Now, anyone who trades the emini futures will know that grabbing 10 points on a trade is always a good day, especially when you can do that and only risk about 4 ticks, which is $1. So I got into this trade with 3 ticks of risk actually, and on 5 contracts that would only be about risking $175 or so, and it looks like we're going to make off of this trade if we can close this last contract. Looks like we are going to make about 725. So pretty good risk to reward ratio on this one. Wow, that came close to our target. Basically, I'm hoping that this is going to stop here, come back down and take our target before it turns around and moves back up. We will see in the next minute or so here what's going to happen. If it does that, we're going to be happy. If it moves up, it may just take a few minutes to come back and grab it, or we may have to look at moving our stop in and taking ourselves out. So we'll see what happens here. Oh boy, in the next 3 to 5 minutes. Now I am editing down this video for time because I don't want you to be sitting here watching everything as it transpires. So I'm just taking out little pieces here and there to keep it at a watchable length. Alright, we're pushing out our target. Came up and tested. Looks like our target is a great place to have it. Now I'm actually expecting it to go through the 1300 level, test into the 1290s, and then probably pop back up. Looking at it a little bit longer term. But for this move and for my account, I'm happy taking 525 on this contract. So I'm not going to shoot for the lowest of the lows. There's a saying that goes, real trader doesn't shoot for the highest highs or the lowest lows, but we like to take about everything in between. So hopefully that's what we're going to do here by closing this third target at 1301. Come on, go. We got one tick to go here to push through, and we are going to close it. Come on. Sometimes you have to cheer your trades on a little bit. It helps. Go. Yes, come on. Yes! There it is. Oh yeah. 525 on our third target. 250 on our first two for a total of $775 on this trade. Entries and exits. The most powerful thing in day trading. If you want to learn how, www.tradingonlinemadeeasy.com, and come and join us for our next live training event.